Okay, so what did we discuss yesterday? A quick recap. We discussed about roles and responsibilities of a success factors consultant. And then we have also discussed about the types of systems that we have in success factors. Okay, the two types of systems, provisioning and instance. Okay. Now, today we'll look at the landscape. How many of you know what is a landscape? This is not specific to success factors, but it is the term that we use in software implementations.
Architecture of any system.
Architecture of any system. Okay. So how many systems we want to have
Two
for
systems.
any implementation? Okay. I'm not asking you a question. I'm just saying. Okay, so it is not actually the two systems. Success Factors recommends to have three systems. Three-tier architecture. We call it three-tier architecture. Okay. So first one is dev, quality, or test. You can either call as quality or test, and then production system. These are the three systems what Success Factors recommends for every customer. When you take license of success factors, then you will be getting these three instances, these three systems: dev, quality, and production. Development will be logged in by consultants, only consultants. Okay, you're a consultant who is working on the implementation, so you will start your developments, you'll start your configuration in development system. Okay, and you will do your unit testing. Once the configuration is completed, you will do the unit testing, meaning you will only check whether the functionalities that you have configured are working fine or not, whether they are working fine or not. That you'll be doing in development system. Now you can do many R&D also here. Let's say your client has given some scenarios, and then you don't know whether it works in the system or not. You can try different combinations, different configurations. Okay, but whatever configuration that has worked in development system, those you will be moving to quality system. And here you will find consultants logging into the system. You can see consultants logging into the system, and along with the consultant, you will also see business users logging into the system for testing. So the configuration what you have done in development, all of the configuration may not be moved, but the configuration which is working as expected are to be moved to quality system, and the customer, some from the customer end will be testing that. So business users are generally users who are responsible for giving you the requirement and getting the project done. So your customer would be logging in here. Some business users, like it can be HR people or it can be project team, who would be logging in, looking at the system, testing the system. They will hire some employees, they will add some employees. They'll transfer, they'll initiate termination, they'll initiate promotion, they'll initiate data changes, they'll apply leaves, they'll go look at the employee data. So they will test all of these things in quality. And then once they give the confirmation, we'll move that configuration to production system. And the testing what your customer does in quality is called UAT, user acceptance testing. They'll have to give their acceptance. Yes, all of these configurations are working fine and we are good to move the configuration to production system. So that's when we move the configuration from quality to production system. In production, you cannot have any test data. You'll not do any kind of testing in production because production contain all live data, the actual data. So if you have 10,000 employees in the organization, all of the 10,000 employee data is maintained in production system. You may have here some dummy data. You may have hired some dummy employees here. You have done some hirings, you have done some actions you have tested. But you will not do any of those things in production system. Anything that you want to test, you will always use quality system here. So this is the three-tier architecture what SuccessFactors recommends. But again, some customers may request for some additional systems. Let's say if they want to have pre-production as one additional system. Yes, they'll have to pay for it and they'll be given one additional system, which is pre-production. What is generally pre-production? Pre-production is a copy of production system. You copy all data from production and copy to pre-production and keep it so that whenever you want to test something, analyze something, do some analysis, you can go log into pre-production and do that because we have that similar data as production in pre-production. Only for replications, you will be using pre-production system. Just giving you an example, but your customer may ask for additional systems also. Let's say they want to have test system separately and quality system separately. Okay. Quality system separately and test system separately. Yes, we can have. Now, one is used for customers testing and one is used for consultants testing. Okay, you can also have different systems. The minimum of 3 is what SuccessFactors recommends and maximum can be any number. Now, I want to have one for projects. I want to do all my projects here. Yes, you can do. So it is up to the customer how many they want to have. Okay. Now, all of these systems that we configure, the data gets stored in the database. Okay, or in the servers. And these servers are called data centers. These are called here data centers. And we have different data centers across the globe. These data centers are the location based or region based. For US, we have a data center. For UK, we have a different data center. We have Middle East, we have a different data center. Australia, we have a different data. So you have different data centers in each region. And these data centers are named as DC10, DC12, DC55, DC67, DC57, DC4, DC8. So these are numbered like this. Let's say we have a data center DC10. Now, if you have a particular data center, all of the customers of that region will have their data lying in this data center. Now, let's say I have 10 different customers in US. Have customer 0. We have these customers. All of them are in US. So all of these, all of their data will lie in the data center. I'm just giving you an example. If data center 10 is for US, so all of this data, all of the customers' data would be in DC10. So everybody will have dev, quality, and production system. So all the customers will have dev, quality, and production system. So some additional, someone will have pre-production, some will have test. Again, this is optional. Okay, everybody will have dev, quality, and production. Let me cover this. Let's say only these have pre-production. This customer has got test. This customer has got both pre-production and test. Okay, let's say we have projects. Okay, this customer has got projects. Okay, this customer has got test and projects. Okay, this customer has got pre-production, test and projects. So it is up to the customers. Okay, clear? Now, the data centers are, now, this is common for everyone. Okay, so this customer has got only 3 systems. This customer has got only 3, but this customer has got 4 here, okay, 6 here, 5 here, 4 here. So it is up to the customer. Again, the data center is split into, always the data centers are split into 2 parts, preview and production. DC is split into preview and production. That means data center preview and data center production. So every data center. If I have DC10, DC10 will have DC10 preview and DC10 production. Okay, and what is this DC preview and DC production? So all of these systems, okay, should be routing to at least one of these data centers. Okay, so data production systems of all the customers across the globe, irrespective of data center, would be in data center production or production data center. Okay, DC prod or prod DC, whatever it is. Every customer's production system would always be in production data center. One of it should be in preview and one should be in production. Let's say this one is in preview data center. Then this would be in prod data center. This is in prod data center. Minimum 1 instance out of 3 systems, minimum 1 would be in preview and production will always be in production. So one of it will be in preview. Usually the development would be in preview, quality in production. Okay, and these can be in any systems. Let's say this is in preview data center. This is in prod data center. This is in preview data center. Okay, so all of these are in preview. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, rest of them in production data center. Again, not every customer's pre-production is in preview data center. Now, if some customer want to have their pre-production in prod data center, so we can also have it here. Let's say here, pre-production. Instead of here, they'll have here. Instead of preview data center, they'll have it in production data center. Okay, same thing. Test might be here. Some customer want to have their test in preview data center. So they will see it here. Okay, is this concept clear?
How is this concept linked to a provision and
No.
instance?
See, for provisioning, you will see provisioning for every system. Like dev will have a provisioning. Dev will have both provisioning.
Okay, so you do the changes in there and then
instance.
push to.
Yes, and quality will have both provisioning and instance. Production will have both provisioning and instance. Every system will have this provisioning and instances.
That's great. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah. Now, why should we have 2 data centers? Okay, it is fine that every customer's data should go and sit in a data center or the servers, and we call them data centers. Why should it go and sit in? Why should we have a split of production data center and the previous data center? This is because of the release management. SuccessFactors upgrades their systems once in 6 months. Update the systems once in 6 months, twice in a year. And we call them first half of the year and second half of the year. First half generally happens between April, May. And second half happens October, November. Okay. And when the release happens, release always happens in preview data center. First, it always happens in preview data center and then in production data center. So once the release upgrades or the release or the upgrades happens in preview data center, you will have a time gap of 1 month to see those changes in production data center. So if the release has updated or upgrades were happened in preview data center in the month of April, the production data center will be updated the month of May. Same thing here, October and November. And usually, always these releases happens in Friday midnights and Saturday early hours of that particular region, because the Friday midnight of India is not Friday midnight of US, right? So these two are two different regions. Now, today in India is Friday morning, but for US it is Friday evening. So release will happen for Indian customers in the data center of this particular region, okay, on Friday midnights. For everybody, it is the same, Friday midnight or Saturday early hours. So time gap would be between Saturday and Sunday. They'll be doing the release upgrades. So once the release happens in the preview data center, we have to log in and see what are the new functionalities, new upgrades that SAP has provided. We need to document them. What is the impact on the existing configuration? How does our customer get impacted with the release? So do we need to do any additional configuration in the system? So all of these things, we will be doing it in the preview data center. So whichever systems are in preview, like this is in preview, all of this gets updated in the month of October for 2H release. All of these will be updated. Okay, and then we need to present this to customer, explaining them what are those new release features and what are the changes that they can see after the production release. Before it moves to production system, we'll have to explain all of these things. Now, sometimes it may happen that because of the new release, the existing functionality may have been impacted. Some changes have happened and there is an impact on the system. And we don't want to have this. So you can reach out to SAP saying that because of this new release feature, this particular screen is impacted. So SAP would be recommending, if you have to change any configuration, they'll recommend you to do that. Or if it is really an issue with the production, with the upgrade, they will stop that release feature moving into production system. That's why you will see some of the release features not for production release, not ready for production release. They are available in preview, but they will not migrate them to production systems. Because production, you have the real-time data. The actual data is there in the production system. Now, you can do anything here in the preview systems, test systems. But your production systems are always in production data center. So the release happens always in production data center after 1 month of the upgrade in preview. Okay. Clear on the concept of release management?
Sir, what is the criteria that we are deciding which instance has to sit on preview or production?
There's no criteria as such. Production will always be in production. You don't have any choice there.
Yeah, that is fine.
Okay.
Rest of
And
the two.
the preview or production, now you can say that you can ask you can ask SAP that I don't want my development in preview, I want my development in production data center. That's fine. It's up to the customer. Usual setup is preview and production. So one of it should be in preview, because when the release happens, you'll have to test, right? So if you are having only 3 systems, production is already in, always in production data center. So forget about production. So one of it should be in preview, either dev or quality. You want your preview to be the quality system? Yes, you can go with that.
Sir, preview and production live one. We can go for one instance like production one. Like production, we can opt for preview as well. Later
Production system, you don't have any choice. It should always be in, or it will always be in production data center only.
So
even if you ask your SAP to have the production system in preview, they will not give that. Here, production system will always be in production data center. And this is usual setup, but if you want to have your development in production data center and quality in preview data center, that can be configured. You decide what your system, or which data center your system should be in.
Okay, and one more thing, sir. Here in preview, what we call this data center, preview data center, production data center. After 3 instances, 3 systems, they'll go for whether they want to have pre-production or separate of test. No, so like in this column, preview data center, pre-production and in production, pre-production also there. So like there is no specific like we can only go with pre-production like that in the
pre-production also same as your dev and quality. Now some customers may want to have pre-production in production data center. Some customers may want to have it in preview data center. Okay. It can be anything. These can be in anything. Now, it is not fixed now. That's why I have added test here. I've added pre-production here. That means this customer want to have pre-production in production data center. And this customer want to have pre-production in preview data center. Same thing with the test. Here it is production data center. Here it is preview data center.
Okay.
It is up to the customer whether they want to have their system in preview data center or production data centers. Other than production, any other system can be in any data center. Preview data center or prod data center. Okay. Yeah. Now let's look at
is the release management where we need to check the changes.
Yeah, coming to that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So what do we see in release, or what SuccessFactors provides us in release? So in release features, we have automatically on. There are some features which are called automatically on. Earlier, we were calling them universal changes. Second type of release features that we have are customer configured, or we call them Earlier we were calling them admin opt-ins. Calling them admin opt-ins. Okay. And then we have provisioning opt-ins. Or we call them contact enablement partner. Or we also have contact product support. Okay, so these are the different features that we see in every release. Okay, so the first one is automatically on or universal features. Automatically on features are applicable for all the customers. Every customer of SuccessFactors will see these changes in their systems. These are automatically on. You don't have to do any configuration to see these changes. By default, after a particular date, they will, they gets updated in the system, and you'll start seeing those in the system. The second type is customer configured. As the name says, we have to configure, we need to do some configuration to see these changes. It is up to the customer whether they want to go with that particular feature or not. If one customer doesn't want to have this feature, yes, we can ignore that. You want to use it, you need to do some configuration. Here, customer configured. Universal features, customers doesn't have a choice. After that day, after the release, you will always see those changes in the system. Customer configured, we have some configuration steps to be followed to see those changes. Third is contact enablement partner. Again, you need to contact enablement partner. You need to contact either SAP or your implementation partner to enable those. Because only the consultants can do those changes. That means these are related to provisioning. Who can log into provisioning? Only the consultants with certification. So they can only do it for you. Last is product support. You'll find enablement partner and contact product support very minimum features, 1 or 2, or maybe you don't see also in each release. Contact product support, you need to reach out to SAP if there is any cost involved in it. No, there are certain features for which you may have to pay the additional amount. So recently, to give you an example, recently SuccessFactors has started some features with AI related. Some features in AI related, artificial intelligence, for which you may have to pay the additional license to use it. So you need to reach out to them for that. Those are contact product support. Some features are to be enabled in provisioning system. You need to reach out to implementation partner. Some features are to be configured separately. Either this can be done by consultant, or if admin is aware of it, they can also do it. And some features are enabled by default after the release. They are called automatically on. Okay, clear on release features? And all of this information would be available in a portal called community.successfactors.com. These are available in a portal called community.successfactors.com. This is the URL. Okay. You go to community.successfactors.com, scroll down and look for product release and roadmap information. Product release and roadmap information. Let me copy this. Okay. So firstly, we have the release schedule, the current release, what has happened or what is going to happen in production is 2H 2024. We call them as 1H and 2H. 1H 2024, 2H 2024, 1H 2025, 2H 2025. So this goes on like this. Now currently we are in the version of 2H 2024 and you see the dates here, second half 2024, preview on October 14th and production on November 15th to 17th. Production in 15th to 7th. That means this weekend SuccessFactors is going to update the production data centers. The preview release has already happened on October 14th. Preview release happened on 14th of October and this weekend SuccessFactors would be updating the production systems. Okay. Usually happens in weekends, Saturday early hours to Sunday. Somewhere between Saturday to Sunday, they'll be updating the release features in data centers. Okay. So how do we know what are those release features? Just before a week of the preview release, SuccessFactors would be updating all of the information here in this portal. Okay. And it is available under What's New Viewer 2H available now. Everything you need to know about the new features and functions. These are available here in What's New Viewer 2H. Okay, and you click on it because the release is for all the modules of SuccessFactors. Okay, now if you click on it, it takes you to help.sap where you can see all of the release features. There are around 338 release features. This release, we have 338 release feature in total. Total of 338 entries. Now these 338 entries are in different modules. I want to see only EC related features. So you go choose the product as Employee Central. Within Employee Central, you have 79 entries. Within EC also, we have different areas of EC. Some of them are linked with performance, some of them are linked with compensation, some of them are linked with learning. So you can go and choose module and feature also. Okay. Let's say I want to choose candidate experience. This is not directly in EC, but linked with RCM. Okay. There are some things which are in EC. So you go select them. Only if you want to see EC related. Learning, localization, mobile applications can also be part of EC, process or automation. Okay, user experience. So all of these are related to EC. So you see 40 number of features. Again, within this also you can go and further filter. Okay, let's say there are 40 new release features within EC. Enablement, you will find the customer configured automatically on contact customer engagement executive or contact account manager. Okay, so these are the three. Now, if I go and just select this, you will only see one or two. You see only one here. Okay, most of them will be either automatically on or customer configured. So these are those 40 release features what we see them after release. Each of the release feature, you will find the additional information. So you need to click on see more to see that, and it opens up this in okay. So now if you see, this is about this release feature. So all of these release features, these are all related to Employee Central. You'll find them here. You see 2H 2024, you'll see all of them here. 2H 2024, platform related, Employee Central related. So these are all Employee Central related features. You can download this into a PDF. This contains all of the information. Let's say I go to the first feature, access company structure overview using deep link. So what is this? They will give you the details of that release feature. Okay, wherever you need the screenshots, in some release feature, they also give the screenshots, like how it looks now, what is changed. Okay, how it looks now. This is how it looks now. And how was it looking earlier? How it looked before. Okay, this is an example. If there are any configuration steps that you have to do to see that, you will also find the configuration requirements. They'll give you the navigation. So you need to go to Admin Center, click on Company System Logo Settings, enable centralized services, and then do this. So this is the configuration requirement. So that means this is a customer configured. Here, now if it is automatically on, now this is enabled by default for every customer. So it is set as automatically on. Okay, now some features, you will see them as customer configured here, automatically on. This is also automatically on. Let me show you. There's one thing, some in customer configured also. You see here, this is customer configured. And what are the steps that we need to do? These are those configuration steps. You need to follow this. Okay, clear? And when you log into instance, so all of you will be given instance. When you log into instance, you can see which version you're in. Okay, if I go here, on the login page, you will see show version information. Okay, I think it is automatically logged in. You go here, click on show version information. You click on show version information. There's a profile icon here, profile picture. Click on it and say show version information. And you will see the release as 2405. This is the production data center environment. So that's why we see the release as 2405. 2405 is 24 is a year, 2024. 05 is the month of release. That means it is still in 1H 2024. After Monday, if you log in here and see, it will show up as 2411. Because this is a production data center environment, this instance will get updated this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. And you will see that change. You'll see the change here as 2411 instead of 2405. Now, if I go check for any of these release features, I will not find it because these are only in preview systems, not in production data center. Okay, clear?
Whenever there is an release, there will be downtime those 2 days.
Yeah,
Rather
it would
than
be.
We in downtime like SAP, usually sometimes we have downtime, no? So SuccessFactors does have downtime.
Yeah, downtime during the release period, they will be communicating that to every customer and implementation partner. So you are a customer, you will be getting an email saying that your systems would be upgraded on so and so date from so and so time to so and so time.
Okay.
So that's why usually it is done in the weekends.
Okay. Rather than that, he doesn't have anything downtime. Like
No, we don't generally. There are some updates which happens, no, sometimes, like if there is an immediate fix that is to be done. Okay. So we have done the release. We are let's say the release happened in the month of October, November, and we are somewhere in January or February. So we found some issue in the system. Okay, let's say we found some issue. This is maybe related to release or maybe not related to release also. This is as this is in the system, but this was not identified earlier. Okay, so only specific to some scenarios, some customers have encountered this. So when customer reaches out to SAP, SAP will analyze and see what is that. Okay, if customer has, if the implementation partner has not configured correctly, or if there is any change in the configuration which can fix this, they'll analyze it. If it is a bug in the system, okay, which only SAP can do it, and this can be done immediately, so they will be updating the patch. Okay, so that will not have any downtime. So they'll just update it. Maybe that particular functionality during that time, if you're now using it, it may not work, but immediately, it gets updated immediately.
Okay.
Okay. So those patches will be updated. So those, even the patch notification will also be given to customers.
As a consultant, we can give any suggestion to SAP.
Yes.
How we need to
Yes, you
represent.
can. Yeah, you can go log into community portal and you can give some suggestions. Okay. Now that needs to be approved or recommended by other customers also. Okay. So when you propose something that is to be suggested, that is to be recommended by other customers and other consultants also.
Okay.
Okay.
First intimation
Yes.
will be to the customer, then afterwards we need to drop a mail to the SAP team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay. Now all that you have recommended or suggested cannot be implemented, cannot be updated in the system. Okay. May or may not be required for other customers, or SAP feels that this is not required at the moment, or they have that functionality in the pipeline. Could be anything.
So if suppose any function is not working properly, immediately if you write a mail to the SAP team, how many days they will respond? Is there any time?
It depends on, we'll be discussing that in the coming sessions. We have something called Launchpad where you go and create a ticket. Okay. So it depends upon the issue that you are facing, whether the issue is related to the configuration or it is a knowledge gap. No. Okay, you have configured it, you have not configured it correctly. Okay. Or maybe it could be the data issue because the data was not maintained correctly.
Okay, sir.
Sir, here you said based on the recommendations they'll consider mostly in how much percentage they'll consider, like how many queries we have got. So any percentage will be there?
No percentage.
So where I can see that how many
See,
people
the
have...
regular support, we'll be discussing that. We have that topic, Launchpad topic, we'll discuss that.
Okay, this also.
Release features, yes. Release features, if you find, again, same thing, you need to log into Launchpad and create the ticket with them.
Mhm. So for this ticketing also required certification, sir?
No, certification is not required to create a ticket.
Okay.
Okay. There are 25 entries. Okay. So these are the release features. Now these release features can also be downloaded into Excel here. Okay. So these are features and this can be downloaded. And if you want to go through each of them in detail, you will find the information here in What's New Viewer, and this can be downloaded in PDF format. For some of the release features, SuccessFactors also gives you just a short video, 1 or less than a minute video. So wherever you see demo, if I scroll down, you see here, there is a demo. So if you see demo maintain, that means SuccessFactors has recorded this. Okay. I click on it. It opens up that video. Video will not have any sound, but it will just show you what is that release feature and what is the change that has come in this release. Okay. So this is the login page. Now they are searching for one user. When they click on the user, okay, it shows up the people profile in this way. See here. It is showing up the people profile in this way. Okay. So we have personal information, biographical address. No, we have separately. These are the sections. On the left-hand side, you see sections. When they click on job data, when they click on compensation, it is showing up some information, compensation information. Okay. So you click on the left-hand side sections, the right-hand side, it shows up the information. Again, you click on that right-hand side section, it opens up the information, complete details of it. Okay, so that's the new release feature. Just come here. Okay, so some information about it. So how to navigate, where to navigate, okay, how do we see that change? That is recorded. Same thing, if I go in the system now, okay, this is my home page. I search for one user. I'm searching for one user called John. So these are all employees that are in system. I go click on one of the user. Now it is showing me differently. It is asking me show spotlight and click on full profile. It will take me to the profile page of the employee where I don't see it vertically. Instead I see all of them horizontally. I see here, you see personal information. I click on personal information. I see all subsections here. I see employment, see all of them here. I'll have to go to the job, really, they are going to job information, right? This one is job information. It shows me in this way. Whereas here, it is showing up differently, right? When they log in, they you go to people profile of the employee, it shows up vertically, not horizontally. So personal detail, job detail, compensation. So all of these are showing up in vertically, whereas for me it is showing horizontally. And this is a admin opt-in. You can choose whether you want to be like this, you want to have it in this way, or you want to move to the new page which shows up this way. Okay, that's here one of the release features. Clear? Clear on release management? So once the release happens, okay, first thing that you do is you come here, communitysuccessfactors.com, download those release features. Okay, go download this document a PDF document of it for additional information. Go through these release features, find out what are applicable for customer. Now, there might be some features which are not applicable for your customer, so you don't have to concentrate on them. But the release features which are applicable for your customer, first you need to note down all of those features and then document them. What is each of those release feature about? How the screen was looking earlier, before release and after release. How do we get before release screenshot? You'll have to log into production data center instance. You will see now, if I am logging in here, it is showing me the 1H page, 1H data. But if you log into preview now, you will see 2H data. So one screenshot, the updated screenshot you'll be taking from preview, and for the data, how it looked earlier, you can take screenshot from the production data center environment. Okay, so document all of this. Generally, it is in PowerPoint. So you need to present it to the customer saying that after Monday, okay, when you log into system in Monday, in production system, you will see all of these changes. This page will be changed to this way, okay, or this functionality will change to this. You will have to explain that to your customer. Any doubts here?
For any changes, we have a demo session.
Initially, we'll have a demo. Like if you are an implementation partner, you will be given a demo system where you can use that demo system for giving demos to customer. But once you have implemented something for your customer, you can always demo it in your preview systems, your quality system, or your development system.
Okay.
Okay. Once the release happens, you get to automatically on. You don't have to do anything. You'll have to document all of them. You should tell your customer that these are automatically on. After Monday, you will see, after Monday, November 17th, you will see all of these changes. Okay. And customer configured, you need to take your customer's consent, whether they want to go with that release feature or not, whether they want to use that functionality or not. If they say that, yes, this is good to use feature, go and enable it, you'll have to go do that configuration. If they feel that this is not required for us, you can just leave it.
Okay. In interview, they generally ask what are the
Yes.
changes that you have
Yes.
notified.
Now, generally during the release time, okay, after now, if you are taking your interviews in any time in next month or in 1 month, they'll ask you what are the new, did you work on the release features? What are some of the new release features that have come?
Okay. Present scenarios or previously what was done in 2021-22? Is there
No,
anything?
not, they will not ask those ones. The recent ones, what are the recent release features that they have?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, after a certain period of time, let's say next year, if you log into the system, all of these features, if for a customer, if it is implemented now, we are implementing SuccessFactors now. Now, they don't know what were the release features that have come in 21, 22, 23, or even 24, 1 is 2024 also, because that has come with a standard application for them. Now, once your customer starts using the application, anything new that comes in, okay, that is to be notified. Maybe, see, all of this, now if I go to the home page, 4 years back or 3 years back when I log in to SuccessFactors, this was not the page, home page, what it was showing up. It was showing up differently. In one of the release, they have changed the UI of the home page, the login page. Okay.
Sir, automatically on features, if at all we don't like anything or it is not compatible to our any of the systems, we can't revert them, right? We should
No, you
go
cannot.
with that.
Now, these release features, these are not reversible.
Okay.
Mainly the automatically on. Customer
Okay.
configured, if you don't want, you can just switch back. undo the configuration, you will not see that feature. But automatically on, you cannot do anything. You'll have to use it.
Sir,
Okay.
that link can be pasted in the chat for now. Means by the time we get the recordings, just for chat.
Yeah. So there are some features. There are some features related to the deprecation. And this here. There are some features which are deprecated. Deprecated means if any feature, sorry. Yeah. I'll give you an example of deprecation. Okay. Let's say we are using some reports. We are using now a report called ad hoc reports. These are generally table reports. There is a new reporting tool called story reports. In one of the release, SuccessFactors upgraded the story reports. It was available in the system. Okay. Now also we see both ad hoc reports and story reports, but story reports are not enabled by all customers. This was a admin opt-in. Because all these days we were using ad hoc reports. Okay, we have not enabled story reports. Story reports is a new reporting tool which is introduced by SuccessFactors with many features. Okay, there's a lot that we can do in story reports. You can have colorful dashboards created. You can have different kinds of reports. You can do calculations. You do a lot in story reports. Ad hoc reports are not providing that much information. Okay. Now, story reports, in the recent releases, they've come with story. Go with story reports or not. Okay. The plan for SuccessFactors is by 2H 2025, every customer should be in story reports. Till then, they'll give the option whether you want to use it or not. You want to use it, go opt it, do the configuration, and then start using story reports. Or customer says, no, I don't want to use it now. I still want to continue with ad hoc reports. But after 2H 2025, now everybody will have to move it to story reports. Now this feature will become a universal feature. Everybody will see story reports. Now whether immediately they will not be they will be removing ad hoc reports. What they'll do, they will stop any kind of maintenance activities, or first they will stop any developments. They will not do any kind of developments. You will not see any new release features on ad hoc reports because they are going to stop that ad hoc reports. They have developed story reports. Any new developments that comes in, that would be in story reports, not in ad hoc. In one release, they will stop the developments. You cannot ask for the changes. And in one release, they'll stop maintenance. They will not support. And one release, you will not see ad hoc reports, you will only see story reports. So that is deprecation. So some features, if which are going to be, they will give you that information here. But that this feature is going to deprecate. You see, deprecation of trigger matrix relationship field. So if I go click on this one, you'll see it as end of development or end of maintenance and so on. Feature dates are subject to change. End of development is November 15, 2024. That means with this release, they will stop the development. They will stop the maintenance also. And by May 16th, it would be deleted. What are this deprecation details? We are deprecating the option of triggering the matrix positions to job relationship synchronization. This option is user-based decision, and removing it ensures data consistency and reduces complexity. Synchronization now happens according to your position matrix. So additional resources, you'll find that any additional information that you want, you will find that here. You can go to configuration guide and see that. Okay. Change history, October 2024, they have mentioned this initial publication. Okay. So this is the example of deprecation.
So by the time that field or service is going to get deprecate, if at all anything is config linked to us, we have to change and
Yes.
keep it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So each release they'll specify that next release we are going to remove this, or they'll communicate that well in advance. Maybe 2 releases. Let's say they're going to stop developments in one release. They're going to stop the maintenance in one release. They're going to make it universal. That means you're using something better has come with a different screen, but you still want to continue with the old screen. Okay, it will allow you to continue with the old screen, but after certain time, you will not be able to see that old screen at all, and you will not see the option of old screen also. To give you an example, because this will change, I think, this release. If I go to one page called Manage Permission Roles. Okay, so there is a page called Manage Permission Roles. Now, this page is the latest page. This is the latest screen. Now you have option here, switch back to legacy role-based permissions. If I click on it, it takes me to the old page. Earlier, before last release, when I opened the page, it was showing me the default page. This page was the default page. Okay. Even before that, in 2H 2023, I didn't had this option of switching the option to new page because new page doesn't exist. So I could see only this page. Now it is loading. So this page, what it is loading. So this was the actual page what we were using from long time. In one of the releases, 1H or 2H 2023, they have created a new page. Okay. And users are given option to switch to new page. Okay, so by default, it was opening the old page and you can switch to a new page in one release. The next release, what they did, by default, it opens up the new page, but you can switch to old page. Now, currently, we are in a stage where it opens up the new page and we can switch to old page. In next release, they will remove this option of switching back to old page because that is no longer supported. Okay, so that's one example. Okay, so we'll stop it here. This is the old page. We'll stop it here for today and we'll continue on Monday with some more topics on the theory. Okay, so have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend. We'll connect back on Monday.
Thank you.
Monday, Tuesday, we'll try to complete all of the theoretical part. We'll be completing. Most probably either on Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll be starting off the practical part. We'll be getting into success factors, actual success factors. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.